happen?
It happened. Hold on, though.
What am I holding on to?
Your butts. Because we are on the internet now.
Hooray! Internet.
Hey, Internet.
Hi, Internet. Hello, and I'm sorry, that's not what we say. What we say is hello and welcome. Hi, Frank, to episode 132 of the GameBrew Podcast, the bi-weekly video game podcast where we sip delicious bevs, discuss video games, and I love it when a plan comes together. I'm Dan.
I'm Chris.
I'm Allison.
I like that you had to think for a second, Chris, because you were like,
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy. And Allison, of course, is the best introduction. My name's, I feel like it's because your name is longer. You know, this is like Dan. I'm Dan. It's like a sound more than anything.
Yes.
But anyway. On this episode of the GameBrew Podcast, we asked the question, did the crew nail down a topic this week?
No.
Allison
No,
really tried.
not really. No,
No.
Allison.
Maybe I gave them too many
Allison
options.
tried, but we were just not paying attention, or there were too many options. There's too many things.
Lots of things going
Surprisingly,
on.
there's lots of things going on. Even though at the beginning of the summer we said there wasn't really going to be a lot of things going on. But first, it's time for a beverage. What's everybody drinking this week?
This week, Chris is brought to you by Diet Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
because
tastes
I was in a wedding this past weekend, and I drank a lot of beer this weekend, so I'm gonna not drink beer right now.
That is okay.
So,
That's
Diet Dr. Pepper, it's really sweet and delicious, but zero sugar.
zero sugar.
Magical.
More
Magical.
aspartame.
Yep. Nectar of the gods.
Poop
Delicious.
your
Love it.
pants. That's what you'll do.
I hate aspartame.
I know, me too.
I cannot have a drink that has it in it. I would love to do like the diet sodas and stuff, but it all tastes ass-like. And
Oh,
I cannot do it.
I love that ass-like taste.
He loves that ass taste, baby.
I just don't. To each their own. Not my thing.
I mean, yeah, it's
I
a.
guess you can assume what I'm into.
Good for you, honey. You know it still says Doom 2005?
Doom 2000. Oh, wow, that's right.
See,
We talked
it's-
about that.
No, see, it's the damn, like, whatever this program is, Streamlabs, I update the thing, and then it doesn't update it. Like I say,
sounds right.
this is what the stream is doing, and it doesn't do it. Can you change it fast to make it happen
No. It's like on the actual layout on the screen itself.
Oh, it does. Hold on. That I could change. There we go.
That I can't
Here
change.
I
I'll go about what I'm drinking then.
Yeah,
I have
do it.
99 blue raspberries. That's what I'm going to be drinking today. So this is the last
Wait,
of my
how many-
little airplane bottles.
How many raspberries?
99.
Oh.
Brought to you by the same company as 99 Bananas.
Yes. So I didn't know 99 like branched out. And a while back for one of our episodes, I bought a bunch of different 99 things. Because I thought they only did
funsies?
99. Yeah, for funsies. I thought they did 99 bananas only. And they have like 99 apples, 99. They have lots of things. So this is the last one I had in my freezer. It's just 99 blue raspberries and it's 99 proof. And I mixed up some blue raspberry Kool-Aid because I figured that was appropriate, right?
Uh-huh.
That's always
And
appropriate.
survey says
Kind of lighter fluid,
Kind of lighter fluid.
but with 99 raspberries in there, maybe.
Did you
Maybe
take one?
nine. Maybe 9 raspberries.
Hold on. Did you take one down and pass it around?
I did not.
there would only be 98 then.
98
not
raspberries
nine. Not
drinking on the wall.
I think somebody forgot to call in the other 90 raspberries.
Does it taste like raspberries or does it taste like fake raspberries?
It tastes like fake raspberries.
No.
I mean, blue. Okay, but blue raspberries don't exist,
That's true.
so it's a fake.
Blue
idea.
blueberries don't exist too.
So
I keep
can't
getting
really
yelled
give
at
them
for that.
It doesn't taste like I expect blue raspberry to taste.
Hmm.
I guess it's like blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Also has lemonade in it, and I think that helps with like the expectation of a blue raspberry
Wait,
flavor.
hold on. Wait. Did you say blue raspberry Kool-Aid has lemonade in it?
Yeah, if you look at the packet, it has lemons on it. So it's like a lemonade, a blue raspberry lemonade. They don't have just like blue raspberry.
That's not.
Right? There's new blue raspberry Kool-Aid. I'm not crazy.
That's blowing. My mind is broken.
Yeah,
I
the
think you
only
broke my
Kool-Aid
brain.
that's blue raspberry is blue raspberry lemonade. And I think it's completely intentional because if you just have blue raspberry lemonade, or blue raspberry Kool-Aid, it would be far too sweet. And that lemon offsets it. I think I need more lemon now that I've poured this in because it's just too cloyingly sweet tasting.
Do they have 99 lemons?
They don't. I don't think.
That'd be too many lemons.
At least I didn't see it in the airplane
Be
bottles.
so sour.
It's a shower.
Yeah, so this definitely needs more acid to offset it. Too sweet, too artificial.
Delicious.
I'd take a
My
shot
mind
at it
exploded,
if I had to, though, again, so it's fine.
You know, I watched a TikTok of a man who devised a cocktail using with Mountain Dew as the base. Like he was like, make a cocktail that would use Mountain Dew as the mixer for it.
I've done that before.
But in a very like, it was the way in which I imagine a real mixologist would do it, because he like tasted it and he was like, well, this is really, really sweet, so I need to get stuff to counteract the sweetness. So he put a lot of like rum, he put like Campari in it.
What is Campari?
It's like a bitter red wine-ish sort of thing, I think. It's in a Negroni whenever you make one of those. But I'm gonna have to remember. I have the video saved. I'll have to look it up and then maybe make it next time, because I think I have all the ingredients. I'm drinking.
I think that's the thing when people actually like mix drinks and they know what they're doing. Like drinks should have balance. And when we were like of the I'm starting to drink years, it was more about convenience.
Can this
is what I have in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Will it be okay?
I can put this in a fishbowl and make it blue and then drink it, and that's it. That's the drink.
Exactly. So I think like when you actually get older and learn that there's balance to drinks, it's like, wow, this is great. Why wasn't this happening my whole life? But it's still too much effort, so most of us don't do it.
It's a lot of effort. I'm drinking Sly Fox Hellas Golden Lager because it's summertime and I want a lager.
Lagers.
Yeah, I just wanted lagers. I just wanted light beers. I had talked to my dad the other day and we were talking about craft beers, and like he's just like, and I agreed with him. He was just like, I'm just craft beered out right now, you know? It's like I feel like I've just been drinking so many craft beers and they all have all these different flavor profiles and they're all like different things. It's just like, it's fine, but sometimes I just want to drink a beer, you know?
Yeah,
Allison doesn't know, but
I feel that. Like sometimes I just walk into a liquor store and I just, I look at all the stuff that's available and then just go back and pick something that I've had a bunch of already.
Yeah, it's that time of year. It's summer time. Nobody wants to make any hard decisions.
No.
It's just give me beer or give me beer is the question. To beer or not to beers? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous beers.
What have we been playing?
Oh, that's right. It's a video game podcast.
I'm going to go last because my discussion is going to be long.
I watched Mad Max Fury Road yesterday.
Oh, I love that movie.
So I started playing the Mad Max game again.
It's pretty good.
It's good. It's like Batman, but Mad Max.
But you're driving a car.
You're driving a car instead of flying around a city.
Instead of the Batmobile.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty fun. I like it. It's visceral. I forgot that how like whenever you're like beating the crap out of dudes, it's very visceral. Like the beating up, it's like it hits hard, you know?
Yeah, and it's, if I recall, it's not like the combat in that game wasn't as tight, I felt like, as like Batman was.
It's not as in depth as Batman, but it's still like the whole like punch counter. You have to dodge things every once in a while. You can shoot people with your shotgun, and it's good. It's definitely more about the driving than anything else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And even that's not amazing, but at the time it came out, it was pretty darn good. It's still pretty good. whenever you do it now. So, but yeah, doing that.
That's cool.
Fortnite just ended their season. They're on to the next season of Fortnite, which is called Vibin'. Just
Okay.
vibing. It's pretty chilled out. There's a lot of like fancy colors and stuff.
Can I say that is one word that I started saying ironically and now say seriously because I think it's a very good way to describe what I'm trying to say.
Period.
It's the feeling.
That's like whenever I started saying
I hate myself a little bit for it.
I started saying tight as like I was like, oh, tight, and now I'm just tight, dude. It's freaking tight.
One of my friends that I saw this weekend was saying ripped it, like, oh, I had this test I had to take, I ripped it, like just kind of, you know.
Hashtag
is that a thing or is that just a your
apparently
friend thing?
I don't know, but she used it like with it 3 or 4 times within a 5-minute section, and it really had an impact on me. I've got to tell you.
I have a friend.
You really ripped it.
I have a friend who we play, who's in the group that I play King's Dilemma with, which we just finished our 11th generation of people with. So we're getting close to the end.
What was your guy? What was your?
The most recent one was Sand Trap, who was a broy like golf pro. And then Bear Trap, who was like he had lots of body hair and and had an axe and stuff. Nice. But she says period all the time. She's like, oh, period. You know, like whenever somebody was like, yeah, I did this and then this, and like, oh yeah, period.
All right.
And that's the thing that the cool kids are saying. So
yeah, ripping it
tight. Chris, what are you playing, man? What's going on?
I've been playing a little bit of V Rising.
What do you think of V Rising?
So, someone here said that there's a skill tree.
Mm-hmm.
I felt lied to.
No, it's in there.
I don't think there's a skill tree in that game.
You might not have gotten there yet. It's definitely
it's in there. You got to keep going.
Okay.
You haven't
if I get like 100 hours into this game and there's no damn skill tree.
Have you not like?
There is.
Have you not pressed the tab button to see like the thing where all the skills are?
That's not a skill tree though. That's just skills that you can do. It's
no,
not like
there's more tabs.
You level up. It's not like you level up and you like.
But there's more tabs with skill trees.
No, it totally is, isn't it?
No, it's more that like whenever you kill one of the guys with the V bloods, you get one of their abilities.
But there are other tabbies on there that have skill trees on them. I swear to God.
Pick one of those?
No, that's just like the ability you can use.
I swear to God, there was skill trees. Hold on.
No. I hear what you're saying, Dan, because I think I thought they were skill trees too. But what he's saying is you can unlock them all and use them all. So you don't have to go in and just like pick one of those and go down it?
No. You just get one more of those whenever you beat the corresponding V-Blood thing.
You're blowing my mind right now. I thought that those were skill trees. I was just kind of like poking through the game and saw those, and I was like, "Oh, sweet!"
No, there's like
the blood, unholy, illusion, chaos, frost.
Yeah,
no, those are just ability sections.
So you could do them all no matter what.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah, you can just switch them out.
I don't know. That's so confusing. I didn't know that. But I guess.
So anyways, I feel lied to.
Well, you know what, Chris? Go
eat
a whole bag of butts. You know, just eat a whole.
I
bag
am
of
having
butts.
fun with it though. I really like the fact that there's like the day-night cycle, so you kind of have to prepare and figure out when you're going to be going out and doing stuff. And like the base building is interesting. Like the fact that you have to make certain sections of it like protected and. So I've been enjoying it, and I like that you can play with other people. I'm doing like a small server with 2 of my other friends. We're having a good time with it, and it seems like they're trying.
I'm sorry that I lied to you.
That's all right. Still having a fun time.
I'm not.
So
sorry.
yeah, I've put about 10 hours into it so far. I'm probably going to keep playing it. Also on the trip up to Maine for the wedding, I downloaded some new things on. Well, not new, I guess, but. Some things on my
Switch.
So
Steam
I was playing Switch.
No Steam
Switch.
Decks?
No Steam Decks yet. I'm paying for a wedding. I can't.
That's true. I'm going to that.
So I was playing Moonlighter, which I have on PC,
yeah.
but I wanted to play it. Like that's a good Switch
so
game.
Good. Moonlighter's
so
great.
that's fun.
That's a great roguelike game too.
Yeah.
It's like I like the mix of like buying and selling things and then going in and doing like traditional roguelike dungeon stuff. It's really...
and then like instead of like selling that stuff to someone, you have to do the selling.
Yeah, exactly. You're the guy who sells it.
Yeah. So I always thought that was very clever.
Gotta think with your brain.
Yeah. And then I have played about an hour or two of Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, I just started that as well, but we'll talk a little bit about that.
We can get to that later.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I've been up to.
Allison wrote in our text message whenever we were talking about what we were going to talk about this week, there was a very long block of text.
I have feelings.
Because Allison has feelings, and I want to know about those feelings.
Okay, so I just kind of wanted to rant for a minute about my experience with
put my feet up.
Amazon Gaming Studios. I mean,
tell us your feelings.
Did you guys try New World? I don't even remember because
Chris did.
I played a good chunk of it. I played like
I thought so,
60 hours or something like that.
And in looking back on it now, what was your biggest complaint? Just for my sake,
it was super grindy.
Super grindy.
Grindy.
That was really the worst of it. I thought a lot of people were really mad about the game kind of not being thought through as far as like the economy and the invasion of like bots into it and how that was going to impact things or cheating or
I mean, I think a lot of that stemmed from the fact that it was super grindy.
Sure.
Because it was I guess if you could put bots into it to do the grindy things that you wouldn't want to do.
I mean, bots are put into any game that they can
Correct.
do to grind.
I guess that's...
But like that's usually like more prevalent in games where there's things that are repetitive and people don't want to do them themselves. So
there's like, for me, I heard a lot of complaints from my friends. I guess my friends are really used to grindy games, which I will say they are. They are into those kinds of things and have an expectation that that's going to be there. So they never really complained about that. What they complained about was like the destruction of the economy, because that was the entire game. Like it was built on the idea of this like living, breathing economy that relied on itself to kind of like make certain guilds, I don't know if they were called guilds in that, groups more powerful and things like that. Just kind of like a normal real world consumer scenario would.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of trying to take like that Eve stance, I think, in terms of like a player built economy.
Ambitious.
Right. And it was very ambitious, but Amazon Gaming Studios like didn't know how to handle the game after launch with things like that. And that's kind of where I'm feeling we're falling with Lost Ark. So I see a pattern with Amazon Gaming Studios of, in this case, they bought an existing IP, existing game, and hosted it on their server, which in theory was why they did so well up to this point. We are now falling apart when there's any problem at all within the game and the porting system. So this game's coming from Korea. It's also been launched in Russia, EU, and now it's come to us. At this point, I'm expecting minimal flaws. And if there is something wrong, because we're third wave, it should be corrected pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. That's my expectation in my head. Somehow, that is ridiculously wrong. And I'm getting more and more frustrated as the weeks go on with things. Like at first I was kind of giving them a benefit of the doubt, but they lack response, basic understanding of the problems we're describing, and resolution. And I think those are three things that kill any online game. And I just am so worried about Lost Ark because I really enjoy it. I'm having a great time. I'm taking on more responsibility than I ever wanted with a guild, but it's just kind of happening because if I don't, it's all going to fall apart. But it's like,
I'm sorry.
This whole
that was
thing
the most
of,
like I have been burdened with responsibility. Like it's like if I don't do this, it's gonna explode. So now it's mine.
Frank's in chat. He can speak to this a little bit. When I told him I was playing and he joined up, he was in our guild, and I was like, "We're gonna be chill. We're just gonna play with friends. It's gonna be great." And then all of a sudden, we were number one on the server. And then all of a sudden, it was like we should keep trying to be number one, right? And then everybody else went full tilt hardcore mode. I had to kick poor Frank because he wasn't playing, and it was like this thing
You're
of
mean.
You kicked Frank from the guild.
I did.
You
I
mean
had to talk
you?
mean.
How
how shitty
dare
is that, right?
you? Frank is
No.
too pure
clear.
for this world. How dare
Frank
you?
stopped playing, and as soon as he was back, I told him he was in.
Don't
but he
you
hasn't come back yet.
Don't you blame Frank for this? Don't you put
You
this
said I
on
kicked him
Frank?
to the curb. No, so it was this thing of like we started having to set rules. Like if you weren't logged in every 3 days, you're out, because that's the way this game is. It has a very small guild system, and it's capped at certain numbers.
Right.
And if you all aren't active and all aren't working towards the goals, you're suffering. So we had to become that model, because that's the only reason we're working on our server and all the other guilds are falling apart. So it's the whole thing of like, this game is very different from anything I've played. I like it in a lot of the aspects, but there are some things that I don't like, and it's all because of AGS. And I don't understand like who's running this company for them. If they've just never done gaming before themselves.
I think it's robots.
I'm not sure. But they refuse to answer. There's like no ticket system. There is. Let me be clear. If you look in game, there's no ticket system. If you go to the Amazon gaming website, you can submit a ticket there or live chat. If you submit a ticket, it goes to nowhere land and never gets answered, I assume, because my 2 tickets never have been, that I put in weeks ago. They have a forum where they say you can drop all your concerns here. We'll definitely see them. And then there's just like a general one, a support one. Honestly, no one answers the support ones. So I don't even know why that section exists. That's where I've been dropping mine, because they're genuine support concerns. But only if you scream in the general chat where everybody happens to look and comments and is pissed off as well. Unless you get like 70 posts on your post about, yeah, this is fucked, they'll eventually say, hey, we're sorry, we're looking into it. And that's all you'll get. And like no problems have been resolved. Weeks out, they've launched these huge guild versus guild versus environment events, and the guild versus guild is so broken that we've failed, and we've put our like resources into this event for 2 weeks, and they've gone into nothing because we couldn't run the event. So they're not giving us those items back for our guild, and our people are like sitting there for an hour trying to figure out why we can't run something, and getting disappointed every week.
Was it because it wouldn't let you like fight another guild?
Yeah, we couldn't participate. So you have to like sign up, and you have to sign up early in the week for an event, and then you get pitted against another guild who also has signed up. So we signed up for one, and the first week it was just me versus another, or us versus another guild.
Right.
We both show up, neither of us can run it. We're like, what the fuck's happening? So then we put in a ticket, and I put things on the forums, and nobody says anything for the whole weekend. And then the next week we go to run it again, and now it's us and 3 guilds that are challenging us. So now we have to beat 3 guilds. We all sit there, we all try to go again, thinking we've fixed the problem, thinking everything is in UTC time, and they didn't convert the timers correctly to NA times, and that didn't work. So then we come back for the later event when it was supposed to happen, because it's at a certain time. Like you are supposed to go in at 8:30 because all these guilds are going in at once. And so we're all there for that. And that doesn't work last week. That's why I had to like leave early and do all these things, right?
But it still didn't work.
So it still didn't work. Like I'm so livid. So this week we did an island that was lesser, that we knew at least worked because other guilds could run it, but it's not like where we're supposed to be, if you will. So I'm just pissed, and I don't know if I'm going to stick with this game because they're so unresponsive that it's like the beginning of a huge problem, and I just don't know if I believe in Amazon games anymore.
And there has been nobody has addressed the issue, like not in forums, not on.
So no, last week they released a roadmap for the summer expectations for things they're releasing, and their only comment on this whole issue was, we've released a speculative fix for GVG.
Okay.
And that's the exact sentence that they said.
That's like,
and so we were like, fuck it, we're not trying. We're going to do the one we know works. So who knows?
that's like the
Speculative fix.
that's like releasing a roadmap that says you're going to release a new roadmap, and it's like,
Didn't someone do that?
that wasn't it that space game that's never coming out? Star Citizen, is that what it's called?
It might have been that.
It's
yeah.
like by.
I feel like Bethesda
Yeah.
did it at some point too.
Yeah,
For maybe Fallout 76.
maybe where they're just like,
yeah, it's nuts. It's just like, I don't know, like I understand things happen. Like, I'm a very reasonable person, I think.
I have a question for you. I have a question. For
I
you,
also
Allison.
have a question too.
Oh no. Okay.
So, do you think that you would care this much if you weren't in charge of the guild for this game?
I would have left the game by now. I would have left the game.
Okay, so you and being in charge of the guild is actually giving you more
Keeping me
incentive
around.
to
Yeah.
keep doing it.
'Cause
Interesting.
I feel like these people, I'm responsible for their happiness. How shitty is that? This is why I became accidentally in
love?
leadership.
Oh,
No.
accidentally in love.
No, because like for me, if I was just playing this game, this would have pissed me off to the point I'd be like, I have no faith, I'm gone. But because now these people, their happiness is responsible in a way to my leadership, I have to now decide, like, do I try to fix this? Do I tell them it's lost cause and we all just split? Like, what do I do here? And I've decided to try to fix it. So that's why I'm being harsh on them and like putting all these posts up and putting all these questions up and sending them tickets and hoping they're going to respond to me. And the lack of is so bad. Like, they launched this whole event with no explanation except what was in the like menus, right? And one of the menus had certain days of the week, and then when you clicked it, it had certain other days of the week, and they had two different times on everything. And what they didn't explain is like one was for sign up and one was for the actual event. So we actually like showed up the first week at the totally wrong time, completely confused because they released no explanations to this. Like, I would expect, I don't know, a video explanation, a post saying this is live, here's some information, like anything. And they're not giving that. They're just like, figure it out yourself, which to a certain extent, like, I like a little toughness to things so I can experience like the game myself instead of being handed. But when it's a functionality piece, no, you need to explain the functionality of your releases to people. So
Right. Yeah.
I would have left by now if I was just playing. I would be that mad. So yes, I would still be mad. Yes, Chris, what now?
Man, what was I going to say?
Oh no, you're good. I'm so sorry. I just thought you were going to shame me for being ridiculous.
How dare?
It's not.
How
No.
dare? Never shame. We don't shame here at the game.
Oh, I remember. Why do you... So, specifically, Lost Ark was basically built and then bought by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Is the company that originally built it not involved anymore? Like, they were basically like, they handed over the reins to Amazon? And they were like, "Good luck."
allegedly.
So why is it so much Amazon's fault?
Because there's no problem with the Korean version. So their version and their game they're running on their servers do not have these problems. The problems seem to be the port into Amazon stuff. Like their days of the week are off, the timers are off. There was a time when all of our islands are on certain timers. So you can't access every island in the game because you sail around. You can only access certain ones at certain times of the day, certain hours, certain whatever. And it was so broken that nobody could play the game essentially because nobody could access the islands. And that was an early problem. And it took them days to figure out why the clock was wrong. And it was basically wrong because the original game was in UTC time and the NA version isn't. So the clock in the server didn't match the clock in the game code.
Well,
oh boy.
So that was like a day.
I mean, that's reading someone else's code is really difficult.
It is for sure. But I mean, my thing is, who's responsible for that? And they're not transparent about it. So I don't know. I don't know if Amazon has a team that they have dictated to do all of that.
Probably.
It's
I
In
can't.
theory, they say they're in communications with the Korean team all the time. I don't understand why they
But-
can't be like, "Hi, here's the problem. Can you help us find where to fix it?"
Probably a language barrier.
I mean, yeah, honestly, probably.
Probably.
Because
And that's where I just don't understand how this can work if this is going to be every single thing they launch, I guess, is my concern.
Gotcha.
Like, if there's a breakdown, they need to figure it out fast.
all right. Well, boy. Hey, Allison. Anything else?
No, that was me. End of Bitch Fest.
This
Thank you.
is me.
Yes,
It's a
we also
song
can't
from
sing that one.
The greatest snowman.
Pokemon.
I love Great
Pokemon.
Really.
Pokemon. Anyone do? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do the Pokemon alarm. Pokemon news. There's Pokemon news. There's Pokemon news. This just in. Breaking. Hear you. Read all about it. Pokemon stuff came out and people are losing their T-Taws over it.
Sexy professors.
Well, sexy professors. Your mom. LeChonk.
LeChonk, yes.
Which
Everyone's
I think
new favorite Pokemon.
everyone's new favorite Pokemon who they better not ruin is LeChonk. The adorable little pig looking guy.
So
His category is hog.
So apparently it's based off of the word lechon or something like that, which is a roasted pig dish typically found in Spain.
Yeah. Well, and it
It's
seems
not
like,
actually lechonk.
so
No, it's LeChonk.
It's not French for the chonk.
but we're assuming from everything that we've seen from the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These are the new releases. They're supposed to come out in November, and it's supposed to have sort of like a Spanish sort of region is kind of what the kind of look is. And
I'm
like
into that.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the Pokemon, like you've got the new grass type, which is Sprigatito, which is a grass cat type. You've got Fuecoco, which is a fire croc, and Quaxley, which is a duckling and a water type. And he's got a pompadour. It's pretty cool. He's cute.
Yep, going with him.
Let me. I wonder if I can show. Here, let me. There's a way to do this.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that. I like that weird duck.
And then they just released Palmy, which is there's another electric mouse type, so not Pikachu.
They need to stop making electric mouse types. There's so many electric mouse types.
Yeah, there's the one with the M, right? What's the same Mo?
Well, there's like the two. I don't know if they're exactly mice, but they're like the Plusle and Minoon.
Oh yeah, Plusle and Minoon. They're just like Pikachu ripoffs. And then there's what is his name?
All right, we've got Pikachu, Raichu, Alolan, which is one. We've got Pichu, Plussy, Minun, Pachirisu.
Yep.
Omoiga, Dedenne,
Amogla. Yeah.
Amolga.
More Pico was the one I was thinking of.
More Pico. There's also Dedenne and Togedemaru.
They need to calm down.
More
Here's
Pico.
The electric mice.
Here's the thing. Pikachu was so popular. They're just like, let's keep throwing him out there until one more is as popular.
Will ever be as popular as Pikachu.
You're not
It's
wrong,
true.
but I think that's the mindset. That's all.
But I think that's what do you think about like the things that we know about Scarlet and Violet? Or do you need me to go over some of the things we know about Scarlet?
Keep
and Violet?
going. Yeah.
Okay.
Share with the class.
So Scarlet and Violet are supposed to, like I said, it's kind of Spain. It's supposed to be. It looks like it's Mediterranean Spain, is what it's basically.
Love that.
Gonna be. Let's see. It's gonna be open world, is what they're saying. It's gonna be a little bit more open world than like Arceus. Is where like Arceus has like a little, I think it's gonna be more like there's like a central region, like there's a central like city area, and then there's like places on either side of it. Whereas I think with Arceus, it's kind of like you're in this little this little locked region, then you go to this little locked region, then you go to this little locked region, kind of like the classic Pokemon games.
So like more continuous.
Yes. Let's see. And then we know that in Scarlet and Violet, your Pokemon trainer will start with a different outfit depending on which game you're playing. So Scarlet, you're going to have like little Scarlet shorts and a Scarlet tie, and then Violet, little Violet shorts and Violet ties. That's a thing. And
you guys
go ahead.
Oh no. I was just gonna say, have you guys picked your starter of the 3?
I mean,
the duck easily.
I honestly
all in on water starters.
Sprigatito's so cute though. Like, I just want to pet it.
It's a duck with a pompadour. Like,
but there's also the possibility that Sprigatito evolves. Like, the max evolution of Sprigatito is like a hot lady version. You know.
I just want to point out that this is a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I doesn't.
No, it's still a thing.
Doesn't matter. I've watched the Markiplier Smasher pass all of the Pokemon, and I've agreed with him on the ones he said smash to.
I'm either in for Quaxley or Sprigatito. And I don't know who I'll pick. I have to decide which my heart loves more, and I think it's going to be Quaxley, but we'll see.
Also, it's named Quaxley.
Quaxley, how cute,
Amazing.
Right? The
Love
best.
Now, I do want to. I'm gonna add a source here real quick. Add image.
Have you seen anybody's like speculations on the evolutions, like the artists who take them and speculate them? I really love those. And everything I've seen, like people in text are always like, "You keep this cat on all fours, you piece of shit." And then
don't do it.
And then all the artists are like,
legs.
"No, they're not going to."
They're
so
not
they give
going
it 2
to.
legs because that's what's going to happen. We all know it. But I would love to see the cat stay like more evolution like, and just like
evolution.
And stay on 4 legs.
That'd be cool.
I would like that, but I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, Sammy, you're too sweet.
Didn't work. So there is the. Oh, you know what I could do is I can share my screen real quick.
The GameBrew Smasher Pass session, we're not doing that.
We're not going to do that.
Oh man,
we're not going to do
that. That's a thing we could go down.
I do want to show this. These are the Corridon and Miraidon. Shout out to CNET.com for giving me this information. But do you see Miraidon, the purple one? Looks like a penis. It's got a little ball.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing that now.
A penis. Why they gotta do that?
No, I didn't see it. I think that anything people can make phallic, they will. And it's the same theory as people who like humans always see human things in non-human things. There's a whole title for that, and I can't think
like when you see like faces made out of inanimate objects and that sort of thing.
Exactly. When you see Jesus in toast, it's because like
because Jesus was there.
Jesus
in
was
that
in the
toast.
It's because the human brain is like built to try to make human features on non-human things.
I only see Carl Winslow in my toast, so I don't know what that means.
So I only eat toast with faces on it.
There's a whole psychological thing of like, was that something that really wasn't intended and your brain just built there, Dan? Or did the artist really intend it because maybe they didn't even mean to, but that's just built with them, or they're trolling. There are 3 options.
Or people got real creative with cloud shapes when they were growing up, and
that's true. That's another thing. But here, I'll tell you the real reason why it looks like that is because these are like motorcycle type Pokemon. And I think the idea
motorcycle type Pokemon
is that they can turn into like you can. So
they're Transformers?
No, they're Pokemon.
They're Pokemon in disguise.
They're Pokemon biking in disguise. But I think they can transform into like motorcycles.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Is like the.
I don't like that either. Just be a Pokemon. Don't be a motorcycle.
Well, okay. Well, by saying that, that defeats the whole purpose of Pokemon, because there's Pokemon that are literally like swords and candelabras
and snow
But-
cones.
snow cones.
But, like,
But
they
I'm
were
not going
used
over
as
and
those.
using them as swords. Well, I guess
Yeah,
I
they
kind
were
of am.
used
I'm
as
not
those.
using them as candelabras. I'm not eating those snow cones. I'm not a savage.
I think we're getting into a weird space. If this,
I
is
think
how
Pokemon's been getting into a
Pokemon's
weird
going.
space for a while.
That's true.
I mean, it's always been in a weird space, but I think we're making it weirder. And I think that's something to be said. Like, the whole, like, everybody overthinks, like, the whole fighting animals kind of idea.
It's just Pokemon. Just enjoy it.
It's just
not
Pokemon.
thinking
It's
about
always
Pokemon.
been right. It's always been this
This
fantasy
one's-
world that's very separate from everything. But the more we make these things objects, the weirder it gets.
They released one
so
that's
let's
named.
not.
There's one named Smoliv, who's a tiny olive Pokemon.
He's small.
He's Smoliv. His name is Smoliv.
Nintendo, can you call me? We need to talk before you go spiral out of control.
They're-
No,
They're already past. They're already too far.
I think I can save them. Jeez.
This
I
tiny-
just hope they don't keep tilting into
This-
stuff like that. I don't want that.
This tiny olive Pokemon can discharge bitter oil to slow foes down and give itself an opportunity to escape. Olive category. Grass normal type. You said this before, and I glossed over it because I didn't see any pictures. But I want to smash these professors.
Oh,
Like,
right.
that are
They
in-
might be evil. Who cares?
Like, look at them. Like,
I think that's
beautiful.
always been a thing. Yeah, people
no.
have been.
Have
These
you?
are
No. Have
these
you
are
seen
extra
these,
more.
Allison?
Aren't they? Is it the man and the woman?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If so, I've seen them.
The
Yeah, I've
man's
seen
got
them.
like a super close shave.
He's got
and,
the-
like the
Yeah, he's got the side shave. He's got scruff. She's got like a half tee that's all like cut off, and she's wearing leg warmers, Allison.
See, I've never been hot for the professors, but I do think that's always been a thing. But
These are a little more though.
But this is thirsting. Like these professors make me thirsty.
They're thirst traps.
I never would have been like Professor Oak. There's a guy who I want to bang. I mean, unless
You were
Ash's
the main
mom.
player's mom.
yeah, this is
Ash's
Ash's mom. Then
what I've seen is like they're very like fluid and very. Somebody posted like this is what Pokemon's giving to the bisexuals this month, because it's very true. Like they're very like right in between kind of an idea of both. So I think that was just them, really leaning into Pride Month for us. So that's what I hope.
I mean, yeah, that could be it. They got to follow through with that, though. Yeah, I just saw I have now seen a meme. I just saw a meme with SpongeBob and his it's both professors. It's like bisexuals. He's like, ah.
There you go. See, I haven't seen
Oh
that
no,
one, but
which one?
something definitely hit my TikTok yesterday with them, and I laughed because I was like, "That's accurate." There you go.
It's a nightmare for bisexuals.
Just, I don't know which one to do.
That's this article.
By the way, it's totally the girl. It's totally the girl. I think the girl's hotter than the guy.
I like her. Her eyes are very intense, and that gives me. It's getting me. I'm
Feelings.
There's
get
something
some
about
feelings.
the guy's eyes actually that give me real dead inside and scare me. So
He's-
yeah, I think that's
he's
why.
got- He's got tortured like father eyes. Like he lost his son at some point, and he doesn't know where he is.
They animated his lips a little too pouty and sad. Like he's a little too sullen for me. I usually dig.
I feel like some people are into that
Kunere
though.
type.
You're not. I was gonna say you don't have a sad dad kink. That's
No,
not
I have a Kunere type, so I really like the cold ones. So
got
normally
it.
that's kind of my thing, but there's something about him that looks empty that I don't like. He looks like a mannequin in a window, and I'm not into that. Yeah, I don't
You
know.
prefer your partners to be alive.
Just ever so slightly. Just ever so slightly.
Oh man, I'm watching like an animated like the trailer of the actual game footage, and Quaxley does a thing where he flips his hair and like water flies out of it, and it is very, very adorable. It's very neat. Let me see. I'm
feel
just
like-
skipping through it so I could see if
I feel
there's
like
any.
Lechonk's almost like a rehash of the pigs from Wind Waker.
But I feel like
Could
I've
be.
never heard the internet so united on something as much as the love for
Like
Lechonk. And I
Lechonk
think
is
it's what we really
adorable,
needed
and
right
he
now.
should
Do you
be
think
protected.
he's
got
gonna be
little
second? He's gonna be second behind Pikachu.
Mhm, mhm.
It goes in
Faces
that
of the
order.
franchise.
Pikachu.
At this rate.
Lechonk.
Oh man. I mean, here's a little question. What's your favorite legendary Pokemon
Ever?
if that's existed? Because there's been legendary Pokemon in like each generation.
I mean, I've always liked the birds, except Moltres. Fuck Moltres.
You like
Moltres.
like the OG legendary bird Pokemon?
Like Zapdos and Articuno were pretty awesome.
Okay.
And Lugia also was cool.
Can I
Yes.
cheat and pick two? Because I really
Yeah.
liked Mew and Mewtwo.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Chris just picked an entire species of Pokemon. So
I never really
Not
got
birds.
into like, I don't know. Some of them
later
I just
ones?
never really got into them. Yeah.
I thought Ho-Oh was pretty cool, like the rainbow bird Pokemon.
Yeah, it was just better Moltres.
Yeah.
I think here's
Oh
the
yeah.
thing.
Frank
and-
says Entei because he's got hot dad voice / vibes.
See?
And
Allison's type, part alive, older men. I mean,
a part alive, older.
I have something. Talk amongst yourselves. I have go get something real quick.
no. I was gonna bring something up anyway, so I can talk.
Entei should be known as the beard Pokemon because it's just a giant beard.
I really liked legendary Pokemon when I was young, and I feel like after like the Ho-Oh era, after like Moltres and Lugia and Articuno, and then Ho-Oh, legendary Pokemon started becoming irrelevant. And I think it's because of the way that the game kind of sets up Pokemon. Like, legendary Pokemon were really powerful, but the game kind of makes them irrelevant at this point. You know?
By the time
So
you get them, it's like you've spent this entire game with like building this set of Pokemon
Right.
that you love.
right.
And then by the time you get the last one, the game's over.
So legendary Pokemon mean nothing. And I think that's kind of what's happened, because I remember like in the old games what you had to do and how hard you had to work to get those legendary Pokemon. And I just don't think that exists anymore. And the show really built a lore around the legendary Pokemon that was meaningful. And I just don't I don't know if there's too many Pokemon out there, so it feels muddled or what it is. But legendary Pokemon don't mean as much after Ho-Oh, and I need a child to confirm that for me. But that's how I
children
feel.
You know what
out there?
else? You know what else? I think it was in Ruby and Sapphire when they started making them part of the main story. Whereas they weren't really part of the main story before that. They were just something like
They were just
could go
extra.
get if
You
wanted
could
to.
find these.
But you didn't need to.
I just wanted to. I had to go get this because I was at we were doing a yard sale at my parents' house this weekend. And
And you're going to be starting to play Warhammer again.
Yeah, with my 3 broken Warhammer high elves that I have. But there was a guy who stopped by. I was like, oh, I was just looking for any Pokemon cards and video games and that kind of stuff. And Mom was like, I didn't know about it, but I knew you had some cards. I was like, that's right. I think there are some Pokemon cards here. And so I went down and I got them. And I started looking through. And I found this.
Ooh, is that from the movie?
That's the Ancient Mew card that you got from going to see Pokemon the movie
Yes.
in theaters.
Mine's gone forever. 'Cause
I have some of those,
lost it
too.
at my mom's old house. Oh, I wish I had that.
Apparently, it's worth like $50 or something like that. So,
Ooh.
It's worth more in the heart of all of us. So
I mean, yes, yes. But I've also
do you have the gold ones?
the gold ones.
The ones you got at McDonald's that came in the Pokeballs?
Well, hold on. I've got let's see. What do I have here? I have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards
Nice.
that are there.
Awesome.
Love
Let's
that.
see. Pokemon trading cards, baseball trading cards. Maybe those are worth something. I don't know. I don't know what C23 is, but I have those. These are off-brand. Let's see. Off-brand, 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 off-brand. I have regular Pokemon cards. Yeah. And then I have Saber Leomon from Digimon.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's about it. I've got like OG Pokemon cards, so I don't know if these are. There's a Primate. There's a Zubat.
Do they have first edition in the left side of them?
I don't know. I'd have to look. 1995, 56 out of 64.
It'd be on the left side, like below the picture, the frame picture thing.
You been on the right side?
I'm pretty sure it's on the left side. It might be the right side.
I don't think any of them are first edition. They all have like series tags on them on the lower right. So
okay.
So meh. But anyway, but that was pretty fun. I think it was
That's
cool
amazing.
to find that ancient Mew when I put it in one of my
No.
fancy card sleeve things. So I could.
That is ridiculously exciting to me. Like my heart is warm with that. It's not even mine.
You know, I got it, and then I was telling Hannah, I was like, I went to go see this movie in theaters, and I like straight up cried whenever
Me too.
Ash turned to stone. Spoiler alert.
I don't cry in movies, and I was crying. Like I remember how that movie was for me. I don't know. It was just very special. I'm sorry. I know we took up way too much time bitching about things I wanted to bitch about in Pokemon.
How
Do you guys
dare.
want to talk about Immortal?
I
or do you want
don't
to save
because
it
I
for
haven't
next
played
time?
it enough to have any opinion.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
we can
save
talk about
that.
it next time.
Yeah.
TLDR, right now I hate Immortal, and that's where we'll
But
leave it until
you
we
haven't
find out
even
more.
played it.
But I haven't even played it, and that's why I
But
want
she
these guys
hates
to
it.
play it for me. But I
Yeah.
refuse to.
I downloaded it on my phone, and it's taken a long time to download all the extra stuff that's
It
on there.
has, and it has had some. Like it's not the smoothest, and I have a pretty new phone. I have a Pixel 6,
It's pretty.
and like every so
That's
often, it'll
interesting.
just like hang.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Well,
yeah.
we will find that out next episode.
We'll
Hang
find-
with us.
On Dragon Ball
On
Z.
Dragon Ball Z. I did. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I downloaded Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The game.
I've heard that's fun.
It's pretty
Really?
fun. If you've ever played like the like fighting game, Dragon Ball Z games like Fighter Z and that kind of stuff, it's good. I mean, it's obviously got some. It's like there's a world exploration mechanic that's kind of like meh, but you know, it's not the smoothest. But for myself, and the rest of the Dragon Ball crowd, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good for what it is. Because you get to experience all your favorite moments from the Dragon Ball series involving everyone's favorite carrot-based superhero.
Are you playing it on Steam?
I am.
Is that the only place it's available? I don't even know. I
No,
was kind of
it's
interested in it
on
when I first saw it.
PlayStation. I think
okay.
that's it, though.
Okay.
But it's pretty neat. It's pretty good. It's fine. I like it. If you like those games where you just do punches, key blast, kamehameha.
I think it would be all about like if there's a decent story for most of us, like you get those little moments or something.
But it's Dragon Ball Z, so you know the
Right.
story already. You know,
Right,
but are they
Raditz
giving you that
shows up.
story
He's your
in
brother.
between your punches. Are you giving?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah?
I mean, it's like it's like there's cutscenes that you get to watch.
Like
which
part
is,
of me wants to live the show, you know?
yeah,
And
you
that's
get to
kind
be
of what I was
Kakarot.
hoping
You get to have an adorable son with a tail named Gohan. You know, he's very cute.
Dude, does Trunks come in yet?
I mean,
that was one
not
of my
till
first
later.
crushes.
Trunks is pretty cool. He was one of the cooler Dragon
Trunks
Ball.
was a crush.
He had a
yeah.
sword. That was cool. Like in Dragon Ball world, you have a sword. Like what? Like what, dude? It's like, don't you know we punch people here in Dragon Ball
And
world.
blast them.
And blast them with our key.
You're playing a different game.
Trunks was your first male crush. Yay, Frank! See, I knew we were so similar.
Oh boy. Well, that's. I think that's gonna do it for our Pokemon based episode. Yes, the Z sword. Gray says. Gray, you know so much. You know so
Just
much.
sport.
You know so much.
Such knowledge.
So a few things. Oh, so last week we had our first of the summer off week podcast series, the Game View podcast, where we talked about Doom If you didn't,
Bad.
it's terrible. That was the consensus. But if you want to hear us talk more in depth about it, you can listen to the podcast. It will be out tomorrow on the regular podcast feed. If you didn't tune in last
what are we
week.
watching next?
Well, I put a vote in the Discord, and it was between the Rampage movie and the original 90s movie of Street Fighter.
The original Street Fighter.
And Street Fighter blew Rampage out of the water.
All right, we're watching Street Fighter.
We will be. So anybody
movie.
who is watching, who wants to watch with us this week, check out. And by this week I mean it is now the 5th of June. And if you watch it over this next week,
we're gonna have to watch it. We'll probably have to rent it on Amazon.
That's okay. I have already volunteered to donate rental fees to anyone in the Game Brew who needs to watch it. Because I would.
So kind. I think I have it on.
Yes, if you have it on DVD or VHS. If it's on VHS, that's the true version. Right
I don't.
there.
I don't have any of my
Damn.
VHSs anymore. I just got rid of them. I sold a couple of my Sailor Moon ones for a decent profit, believe it or not.
I could dig it. I saw a TikTok the other day of a girl trying to open up a cassette tape and not knowing how, and I've never felt
saw
older.
that too.
I've never felt older.
Destroying it and breaking it.
No,
Basically,
she handed it to somebody
she kept
else
trying to
by the end.
open up, the little part where there's like the little flap, and you're like she was trying to open up the little part for some reason, and then it's like, no, it's just or she handed it to her mom, and her mom's like, it's open. There you go. Idiot. Fucking stupid. But yeah, so today over this week. And then next week, which will be the 12th, right? Yeah. June 12th will be our Game View podcast on the Street Fighter movie. We will come with all our hot takes. If you would like to join in the conversation, we are very active in the chat. Please let us know. Maybe we'll even have more guests on to talk about it. We'll see. I have to send a message out to somebody, see if they want to do it. But you'll definitely see me. You'll probably see Chris.
Yep.
Allison might be there.
I'm going to try to make it. Yeah.
And then any of the other GameBrew crew that
my off weeks are hard, but
it's tough. Yeah, that's why it's off weeks, is because it's like we don't have to have a full crew. But I've told all of the other GameBrew people they are more than welcome to join if they want to. There is absolutely zero pressure. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do next week. Chris, do you have anything you want to plug?
Sleepy.
Sleeping. Chris is
Yep.
Do it. Get those 8 hours in. Actually, I guess
Or whatever your normal amount is. Some people can work with less, and that's fine.
Yeah, there's again, I was on TikTok and I saw a thing where there was the guy who's just like, I just got 4 hours of sleep and I just got 4 hours of sleep and I'm so tired. Well, hi, I'm you after 8 hours of sleep and I am also tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. He's like, well, step over, guys, because it's me after 12 hours of sleep and I am exhausted.
Still tired.
Awesome. So there's that. So, okay, sleep. My name's Dan. I stream on Thursdays sometimes with my brothers and my boys. You don't have to watch it. It's mainly for recording whenever Dave says something dumb. But and so far it's very successful. We had one Ron accidentally called Dave Sweetie the other day whenever he was in a very high intensity. He's like, oh, Sweetie. He was like, what? He was like, oh, I thought I was talking to my wife for a second. Omelet boys. Mongoose omelet's where it's at. We have hats. I don't think I have the hat up here right
That's
now.
Awesome. I love a good hat.
I love a good hat. We make zero money, but our squad has hats.
Hat
Allison,
squad.
anything to plug?
I stream on Wednesdays at twitch.tv/Finalia if you guys want to hang. Although I think everybody in this chat are my loving and supportive members. So thank you. I appreciate you guys.
If
and anyone new who wants to come hang.
Yeah, if anyone's listening on the podcast feed, check it out.
True. Also true. I'm tolerable. Come hang out.
It's adorable.
It's
there's a lot of love.
Tolerable. You probably could tolerate me.
It's Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern if you guys want to come hang over on Twitch. So yeah.
It's
Awesome.
wonderful. Great. And then all of the Game Brew things, if you want to follow us on social media, you can. That's at the Game Brew everywhere. If you want to go to our website, that's www.thegamebrew.com. If you want to follow us on Facebook, you can do that. If you want to find our podcast, go to your favorite podcasting medium, type in the space Game Brew, all one word. If you want to hang out with us and pick which terrible video game based movie we watch next, you can go to our Discord at bit.ly, that's bit.ly/discobrew, DISCOBREW.
Yep.
I think that's all the things. The only thing, I forgot to ask our final question. Did we have a topic?
We talked
Allison
about things.
tried very hard. That's all I can say.
We talked about things.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we narrowed it down.
Okay.
We knocked one of those topics out of here, and we got a real thing going.
That's
Yeah.
We're good.
so a solid maybe. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Solid maybe.
Well, with that, and Frank says the topic was friendship all along.
Yes.
All right. And with that, we're going to say good night, everybody.
Good
night, everybody.
everybody.